Hi again, YouTubers. So this is going to be a comparison video on a few foundations that I have that I've purchased at the drugstore or online. I'm going to run through them, tell you which ones are my favorite ones, which ones I like, which ones I don't. And someone had requested for me to post in the down bar my top favorite one and my least favorite one. So I think I'm going to try and start doing that. So check the down bar as well on that if you don't have time to watch the whole foundation video. The first one I'm going to start out with was one of the favorites of mine for and these are all liquid, by the way, liquid foundations, of the liquid foundations from a drugstore, and it's Neutrogena's Healthy Skin Liquid Makeup with an SPF of 20. This is what the container looks like, and I absolutely loved this product. Great coverage, and keep in mind, I have combination skin with an oily T-zone. I'm looking for a foundation, me personally, that will stay on all day, past the 8 hours of work, maybe blotting once or twice, but not having to reapply all of my foundation. And so just to tell you a little bit about this one is a medium to buildable to full coverage foundation, and it has what I would consider to be a satin finish, because people compared it to NARS Sheer Glow. Now, I don't find it similar to NARS Sheer Glow. I actually find this a little bit easier to put on. It just glides really nicely onto the skin. However, my main problem with this is if I wear it more than 2 days, which the same thing happens to me with MAC foundations. If I wear it for more than 2 days in a row, my skin breaks out from it. And I tend to break out in my chin area. Again, that's my combination skin. So it's really a shame because I love it, and I won't get rid of it because I really do love this product, and I just use it here or there one day. I just don't use it more than 2 days in a row. So that's a key point to this, but I absolutely love this foundation. It's amazing. Because I love that foundation, I also was, I think I was away on vacation this summer, and I picked up the Neutrogena Skin Clearing Oil-Free Makeup Micro Clear Blemish Treatment with Salicylic Acid. I picked this one up as well, and I was hoping it was going to be kind of like similar in texture, things like that, but maybe not break me out. I was totally wrong on that. This product, unfortunately, was very thick and very heavy. Very similar when you look in the container. It has a certain scent to it. I can't put my finger on it. It's kind of a little bit medicinal, which is probably from the salicylic acid. But I was not impressed with this product at all. It got very cakey. It got very dry. It was easy to put on, but it had that just really, I want a long wearing foundation, but I don't want it to look dry. I want it to still look like skin, which is what the Neutrogena Healthy Skin did, is it actually made my skin just look like skin. I don't want to look like I'm wearing, like you can see in my pores, foundation. So this one did not work for me. Not a good product. Next thing I have is Rimmel's Lasting Finish 25-Hour Foundation. A little bit more impressed with this one. I think it's kind of a combination between those two. This is a pretty full coverage foundation. It definitely will cover everything. It has more of a matte, not 100% matte, but it's definitely not a satin finish either. It doesn't have any sheen to it. It still gives you dimension to your face, and it's matte without being flat, if that makes sense for you guys. It's a nice foundation. It's a good, inexpensive foundation. It works very well. It has high coverage. It says sweat, heat, and humidity proof up to 25 hours. Transfer resistant. I've not worn it for 25 hours, obviously, but I mean, I definitely think it lives up to the hype of a good lasting foundation. I had to blot, I'd say probably about midday, a little bit past midday, and normally I blot about midday, and I would say this was like after lunchtime I had to blot with this, and then like later in the evening as well. So not bad though for what it is, and they're very inexpensive. The next one that I tried, and I tried this because of all the hype on YouTube. Like everyone was talking about this. Everyone was so amazed with it. Everyone loved it. It's Dream Smooth Mousse. Yeah, that's all it says. This is what it looks like, and it actually unscrews, and the product's in here. People were using it with the 187, with the Sigma F80. Like, everyone loved, loved, loved this. It actually comes with a sponge that goes in this little area, and it stays in there. I didn't like this, like, not even a little bit. It goes on beautifully. It looks gorgeous, but I kid you not, within 2 hours, I looked like an oil slick. It was horrible. Like, it looked like I had just sprayed water on my face. Like, it didn't have any coverage anymore. Like, and this is a pretty, I'd say this is a medium, and it can be buildable up to full coverage foundation, but it can look a little cakey when you build it up to full. But this stuff, oh God, it looked like it wasn't even there after a very short period of time. So I was very disappointed in this. I have a feeling this would be a much better product for people with dry skin. Possibly normal skin too, actually. I just think the combination to oily skin, not a good idea. So I have somebody that I'm gonna give this to, I already know that. And the next two things I'm gonna talk about are what I consider to be drugstore. One can be found in a drugstore, but it's more expensive. And another one is online, but it's more expensive, but it's from a company that I feel like most of their products are kind of that drugstore level. I don't feel as if they're a premium level. And there is a giveaway too at the end of this video. The next one I'm gonna talk about, and this is Vichy's Dermablend Corrective Foundation, SPF of 20, and I have two colors here. This was originally sent to me by one of my subscribers, and she sent me the 25. The bottle is very, very slightly different, mostly just the writing on it. Just very, very slightly different. So I have 25 and 45. Now, first thing to mention about this, horrible color selection. I think they have 4 colors, maybe 5 at the most. It just does not have a good color selection. All the others I've talked about have decent color selection, have a lot of options as far as, you know, how you can make them work for you as far as colors. These don't have that. So 25 was sent to me. I went thinking this was just a slight bit light for me, so I went looking for the 35. The 35 was a bit too like orangey for me, but the 45 was a step darker without the orange. So, and it's actually called Gold, which to me thinks like it would be yellowish. And Nude is 25. But I kind of mix these two together, and it works really well. It depends on, you know, what color my skin tone is, which one I need more of, and how I mix it. You need the smallest amount of this to do your entire face, like everything. The smallest amount. It takes next to nothing. Juicy Tuesday, Teresa talks about this. It's her new favorite foundation. It is not my new favorite foundation, but I do like it. Key with me that I've learned is I actually put a little bit of each on my fingers, I mix it all together on my hands, and then I put it all over my face, and then I take my Sigma F80 and I buff it in. That's just how I use that foundation. Most of my foundations, I just use my F80 and put it on from there. This foundation I find sinks into the brush too quickly, so you can't do that. Besides, I want to mix it up really well, so that's why I do that. Fairly expensive for the size of the container. However, I think it was like 25, 28, something like that. It can be only found at CVS here in the US. I don't know where else outside of the States, but in the US, CVS carries this line. But you don't need much of this, like pea size, barely. So that is the Vichy, am I saying that right? I think so. Foundation. The next one I'm going to talk about is by Coastal Scents. And this is one that is inexpensive, but it's like $19.95, I think, for, let's see how much is in here. Don't notice it saying how much is in here. I don't know how much is in it. I have the color number 4. I had 3, 4, and 5. I gave away 3 and 5. Again, this is another one that's really hard to match. It is the Undercover High Definition Foundation. This is what it looks like. It is supposed to be, people say it's a really good dupe or comparable to the Makeup Forever HD. I personally did not like Makeup Forever HD foundation. It slipped off of my face. It did nothing for me. I don't know, maybe I need to try it again. It just was not a good foundation for me. I did not like it at all. And I tried that before I was ever doing videos, so I don't even have a video about that, but I did not like that. People ask me that all the time. Maybe I do need to try it again because, you know, our opinions change. But this foundation is good. It does a good job for me. It covers up very well. It's medium to buildable full coverage, very easy to build up. Has a little bit more sheen to it than a normal satin would be. It has almost a dewy glow, but not like an oily dewy glow. It's a really nice foundation for a good price. The downside on this is finding the right color, and also the downside on this is also that you're ordering it online. But the cool part is that I've learned about them is they also now sell samples of the colors, so you can actually purchase samples, see which color matches you best, or if you have to mix them or whatever, and then purchase the one that works for you. So I think that's pretty cool. In the meantime, they have expanded their color line like crazy on this line, and these colors don't all work for me. So I am going to do a giveaway, and as always, okay, here's a couple things. Because this is liquid on this one, this cannot be shipped overseas. It's US and Canada only for shipping on these. I can't ship anywhere else, unfortunately. Sorry. Well, US, Canada, and Mexico. Only places I can ship. Anywhere else I can't ship them, unfortunately. Sorry, just due to customs. But what you need to do, and I have a new thing, guys. I posted the rules on my homepage. So if you go to my homepage, like, you have to be 18 and over or parents' permission. You have to be a subscriber. You can only comment once. If you comment more than once, all of your comments will be removed. Usually I will do US and international, but for this, because it is liquids and the customs issue, I can't. So what you're gonna have to do is tell me a comment below why you would like to try this foundation. And the first thing you need to do is tell me what color you want to try, because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 colors I'm gonna give away. The first color is ST4B. It is a very light color. I'm not gonna open these up, but I'm gonna pull them out into the packaging. It is a very, well, I guess it's not that light. It has a little bit, I would say this is a neutral, maybe a little bit of a, no, it's a neutral undertone. I don't really see any pink to it. So that's that one. The next one is ST5B. And ST5B is very pink undertoned. Okay, has a nice pink undertone to it. The next one is ST3B. And this one is even lighter, more of a yellow, little bit of an undertone. The next one, this one doesn't say on the box. Let's see what it is on the bottle though. It's ST2B. So I have 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, and this one is extremely pink. Okay, so you've got STB2, which is very pink. STB3, which is yellow and very light. You have STB4, which is a good medium toned color, neutral, and then ST5B, which is a darker toned pink undertone. And then the last one is ST15. And ST15 is a dark chocolate brown color. Great for those darker skin tones. Doesn't look like it has any pink undertones to it either. So those are the 5 giveaway items, and that is my overview comparison on drugstore foundations. I'm going to be doing one eventually on high-end, but I need to break them up. It's going to be like high-end long-wearing versus high-end, you know, tinted moisturizers or something. I haven't figured that much out yet, but I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have any questions, post them below, and thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.